Your wife is venting about her mother. Again, it's the same complaint you've heard 10 times before. Maybe it's something her mom said. Maybe it's about boundary issues. Whatever it is, you're sitting there thinking, we've talked about this so many times. What do you want me to do about it? So you offer solutions. Why don't you just tell her that? Or maybe don't answer when she calls. Logical advice based on everything she's told you. And she gets frustrated with you. You're confused because you're trying to help her solve this recurring problem, and somehow that's the wrong response. Let me explain why this particular situation is such a minefield, and what you should actually do instead. First, understand something crucial. Her relationship with her mother is complicated in ways that logic can't fix. There's history there, emotions that go back decades. It's not a simple problem with a simple solution. When she vents about her mom, she's not asking you to solve it. She's processing feelings that come up over and over because that's how mother-daughter relationships work sometimes. The same issues surface repeatedly because they're rooted in really old patterns. Your instinct is to fix it, so she stops having to deal with it. That makes perfect sense. But her need is different. She needs to vent about it so she can let it go and move on with her day. Here's the tricky part. You can't trash talk her mother, even when she's complaining about something her mom did, even when it seems like she wants you to agree that her mother is difficult. If you say, "Yeah, your mom is being ridiculous," or "she always does this," you've just crossed a line you didn't know existed, because she can criticize her mother. You can't. It doesn't matter that she just spent 10 minutes telling you all the ways her mom drove her crazy. She's allowed to be frustrated with her mother. You're not allowed to pile on. I know this feels like a trap. She's complaining about her mom, you agree, and suddenly you're the bad guy. What are you supposed to do? Here's how to handle it when she's venting about her mother. Listen without joining in the criticism. You can acknowledge her frustration without saying anything negative about her mom. Try responses like, "That sounds really frustrating to deal with. I can see why that bothered you." That would be hard for anyone to navigate. Notice what these do. They validate her feelings without trash-talking her mother. You're sympathizing with her experience, not agreeing that her mom is terrible. Here's another safe response. "It sounds like that really got to you. What do you need from me right now?" This shows you're paying attention and you care, but you're not wading into the mother-daughter dynamic where you don't belong. Now let's talk about what not to say when she's venting about her mother. Don't offer solutions unless she specifically asks for them. Why don't you just set a boundary? Sounds helpful to you. To her, it sounds like you're not getting how complicated this is. Don't criticize her mother, even if she just did. Your mom is so controlling will come back to bite you. She might be thinking the same thing, but hearing you say it will make her defensive. Don't point out that this is the same complaint as last time. Didn't you already vent about this? That dismisses what she's feeling right now and makes her feel like she's not allowed to be frustrated more than once. Don't compare her mother to yours. "My mom would never do that," or "at least she cares enough to call you." Both of those will make things worse. This isn't a comparison contest. And don't take her mother's side, even if you think her mom has a point. Even if you privately agree with what her mother said. Keep that to yourself. Your job is to support your wife, not mediate their relationship. Here's a specific scenario so you can see what this looks like in practice. She comes home upset because her mother made a comment about how she's raising the kids. She's venting about how her mom always has an opinion and won't back off. Bad response. Why do you even tell her about the kids if she's just going to criticize? Just stop sharing so much with her. Also bad. Your mom needs to learn boundaries. She's way too involved. Good response. That sounds really frustrating. It's hard when someone questions your parenting, especially your own mom. Then pause. Let her keep venting if she needs to. Don't jump to solutions or criticism of her mother. If she asks what you think, you can say something like, I don't know what the right answer is with your mom. That's tricky territory. How do you want to handle it? You're acknowledging it's complicated. You're not pretending you have the magic solution. And you're putting the decision back in her hands where it belongs. Here's why this situation is so hard for husbands. You love your wife. When someone hurts her, even her own mother, your instinct is to defend her, to point out that the other person is wrong. But with her mother, that protective instinct backfires, because no matter how frustrated she is, that's still her mom. The relationship is layered with love, history, obligation, and complicated feelings you're not going to untangle with logic. So your job isn't to defend her against her mother. It's to give her a safe place to process her feelings about the situation. Here's something else that matters. Sometimes she vents about the same issue with her mother over and over, not because she can't solve it, but because she's choosing not to change the dynamic. Maybe she's not ready to set that boundary. Maybe she doesn't want to create that conflict. Maybe she's okay with how things are, even though it's frustrating sometimes. That's her choice to make. Your job is to listen, not to push her toward solutions she's not ready for. If you've heard this complaint 5 times and you're thinking, then do something about it. Keep that thought to yourself. She knows what her options are. She'll make a change when she's ready. One more thing. Don't bring up her mother complaints during an argument about something else. Well, you let your mother talk to you like that, so that's fighting dirty, and it will blow up in your face. What she vents to you about her mother is sacred territory. It stays there. You don't use it as ammunition later. Now let me address the situation where her mother is actually being harmful or abusive. That's different from normal mother-daughter tension. If her mother is genuinely damaging, not just annoying, but actually harmful, you can express concern without attacking her mom. Try. I'm worried about how much this is affecting you. Is there anything I can do to support you? That's caring about her well-being without making it about whether her mom is right or wrong. If she asks for your honest opinion about her mother, tread carefully. You can be honest without being harsh. Instead of, your mom is toxic and you should cut her off, try, I can see how hard that relationship is for you. Whatever you decide to do, I'm here to support you. You're giving her space to come to her own conclusions while making it clear you're on her team. Here's the bottom line. When your wife vents about her mother, she's not asking you to fix the relationship or join in the criticism. She's asking you to be a safe place where she can let out the frustration that comes with having a complicated relationship with her mom. Listen, validate her feelings without trash-talking her mother. Don't offer solutions she didn't ask for. And remember that her relationship with her mom is hers to navigate. Your role is supporter, not problem solver. When you get this right, she feels heard and supported. When you get it wrong, by criticizing her mom or pushing solutions, you become part of the problem instead of the support she needs. So next time she starts venting about her mother, take a breath. Put aside your instinct to fix or defend. Just listen and say, that sounds really hard to deal with. That simple response? That's exactly what she needs. Comment below. Does your wife vent about her mother? What's the hardest part about knowing how to respond? If you want more help handling these tricky conversations, grab the ebook. Links in the first comment or my bio.